Hello, Aquarius. It's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here with your May 2025 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of May for the air sign of Aquarius. I hope you're all doing well. And as always, thank you for taking the time to be here. If you know your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, it's helpful to watch those videos as well for additional perspective because they're general readings, so they might resonate a little differently for everyone. If something really hits home with you and you'd like to explore it further, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself, or as a nice gift for someone else, you can email me for more information, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description below of this video to also see that contact information. I'd love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day. I offer lots of different choices for readings, different styles, lengths, costs, spreads. I do love and romance, relationship compatibility, career and work, investment, 6 and 12-month overviews. There's a lot to choose from, so if you're interested, email me. I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling of personal readings as well. So email me if you'd like. All right, Aquarius, let's see what the second half of May has in store for you. Second half of May 2025. We begin with the Knight of Cups, an opportunity. It might be romantic, love, support, or creative. We have strength. Might represent a challenging path, but it also represents you're going to have to tap into your inner strength and fortitude in order to navigate through something, but that you have what it takes. Also trusting your intuition. We have the Four of Swords, which is a card of introspection. It's a card of taking a step back and remembering to balance what we do, like work-life balance, what we do or the efforts we put out, also with taking care of ourselves. Needing to take a step back. Your crowning energy, overall theme and focus is the Four of Cups. I'm getting quite the distinct message for some of you that there is a romantic offer or a love offer here, but there's something not quite right about it. Yeah. Let's take a look at that Four of Cups, because the Four of Cups is your crowning energy, or your overall energy. The Four of Cups can represent somebody who it might be bored. You might feel like restless. It might feel like there's a need for change. But it can also be a card of apathy and complacency. However, there is something on offer here. But the person isn't really all that excited about the offer or what's on offer. No card is really a standalone in a reading, so let's clarify that Four of Cups. We have the Devil. We have Judgment. And we have the Sun. Look, whether or not the universe, God, Spirit, angels, and guides is intentionally tempting you or allowing, or either orchestrating this or allowing it to happen, it feels like, I mean, this is a choice between doing something, I don't know, it feels like a choice between something that's very tempting and follows our own urges, but isn't right, and you're going to be held accountable for it, right? This is what judgment means. This is what judgment represents. What does it mean to be judged, right? It means that you have to answer for your actions. You have to be called to account for what we do, what we choose, what we say, not what we wished or hoped for, but what we actually did. And judgment represents that, we will be held accountable for that. So the Devil can represent unhealthy, toxic situations, but there's a strong temptation in the Devil, right? It kind of keeps us trapped in a cycle of fear and doubt and insecurity, or bad patterns, unhealthy addictions or unhealthy patterns that we have. And the Sun is illumination and clarity. It feels here like you're being pulled, you're being offered You're being offered something that you know you shouldn't take, or you know you shouldn't do, regardless of what it is. It might be romantic. I'm getting that for maybe a small group of you. And maybe because this isn't the right person, or you're already married, or with somebody else, or something like that. I mean, it could be anything. It could be, a bad job or an illegal thing. I mean, it could be a variety of different things. This is a general reading. On its face, here with the Knight of Cups, it looks really good. It's loving, supportive. It's very blatant about what it wants. Let's clarify that Knight of Cups. But underneath it, it's you're being offered something that you kind of know and feel isn't right for you. Let's just be as diplomatic as that. And there would be consequences for it. Let's take a look at the Knight of Cups. It's like for those of you who are in the romantic area of life, for those of you for whom this might resonate in the romantic area of life, it's like receiving a very clear offer from it's like you're attached, or they're attached, but primarily you're attached, and you're receiving a very clear and blatant offer from somebody who knows you're attached, but makes the offer anyway. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Tower. You could move forward on this. I mean, free will, free agency, but it will cost. It will have a high cost, a very high cost. One way or the other, that's what I'm reading here. I mean, the Knight of Swords and the Tower is rushing forward to... I mean, this is action-oriented, intensive, fast, rushing forward. And the Tower is where everything comes crashing down. It's kind of like making impulsive, impetuous, spontaneous, based on, based on nothing but your own desires, will have really negative consequences here, is what I'm getting. And I mean, this is a general reading, so the area, it could be anything, right? On its surface, it's like very blatantly, I want you for this, right? Regardless of what this is. But underneath it, and it's kind of like, it's not right, and it also feels like they know it's not right too, or the other side, right? Let's take a look at strength. It's basically here about having the strength to resist. We have the Four of Swords again. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is about keeping things simple. This is about needing to take a step back, needing to resist whatever this is, and needing to keep things simple. Clear and black and white. Let's take a look at the Four of Swords. We have the High Priestess, so this is trusting your intuition. And the World and the Six of Swords. This is putting something to rest once and for all, and moving away from it and into a place and a space that's healing. It's saying no. It's saying no, Five of Swords, because again, the cost will be very high here. All is not as it seems, so the cost would be very high. That's what I'm getting. This whole reading is kind of about that. Keep it simple, keep it black and white in terms of honor, transparency, morals, and ethics. That's what I'm getting, regardless of what the situation or the offer is. So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. It's a temptation. It's a temptation to cheat, or it's a temptation to make easy, fast money doing something that isn't quite right, or it's a temptation, I don't know. It's a temptation. And whenever something is a temptation, the very fact that we see it or feel it as that word temptation means that it is likely not right. Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Justice. Honor, truth, morality, ethics, taking the high road, doing what you know to be fair, black and white fair. Honorable, ethical. Yeah. The Emperor, who is the person that does justice, right? The Emperor, regardless of what the Emperor may think or feel or want in the moment, he knows that his decisions and actions affect more than just him. They affect the people around him. They affect the community at large. We do have the Three of Swords here and the Lovers. So whatever this situation is, it involves other people. And whatever you choose to do here, especially should you choose to say yes to whatever this tempting but not quite right offer is, it's going to have a significant impact and consequences, and it feels negative on not only you and the thing you're saying yes to or the person you're saying yes to, but on other people as well, or community or home. This is particularly valid for those of you for whom this may resonate as a romantic issue, you know, like cheating or something like that. But it could be, it could be a variety of other things, but it affects more than just you. So again, operate with the highest level of honor, transparency, truth, and, a fundamentally straight foundation of morals and ethics as possible. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Aquarius, those are your really interesting messages for the second half of May 2025. Now, for those of you for whom they made sense and resonated, I hope it was helpful, because it was pretty clear. But free will, free agency. Anyway, I hope it was helpful. For those of you for whom it did resonate, if you'd like to take a deeper look at it and maybe to a deeper dive on it, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a nice little gift for someone else, please feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video below to also see that contact information. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I will see you all in a little while. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.